Last night was a most interesting evening, especially if you listen to local radio here in the Des Moines area, because a legend signed off for the final time on Des Moines radio. And he is sitting right next to me right now. Known this guy for a long, long time. Clutch.
The drop of the L-bombs. I'm not. You're the living legend. I got lucky 12 years ago, and we told that story briefly.
Go ahead and tell the story.
You told it so well when you called in yesterday, and make me look good over there, camera guy. Make me look good. When you called in, and I appreciate that, man. Tell the story. The Hooters interview. Give us the Reader's Digest.
I love that you met at Hooters.
No, see,
no, it was set up. We had all these cool, little like military type. Okay, we'll meet at the coffee place here.
See, the thing was, of course, Clutch was with the station for 12 years, but he was working across the street, as we called it, at another radio station, and we're looking for an afternoon guy. We had this magic at the station. It was a family that was incredible, but there was something wasn't quite right. There's a certain piece of the puzzle that we needed to fit just right, and we needed that afternoon piece of the puzzle, and we heard this guy, and then we found out he wasn't locked into a contract. And when that happened, then the radar ears went up, and and we started meeting secretly to try to get you to come on over and cross the street.
Right.
And so we met at Hooters, which is now Jethro's. Met at Hooters. We sat in a corner booth, and we're talking there. And this is the rock and roll rebel here. Now this guy is so far the opposite of what we were doing over there, but this is exactly what that place needed. And we said, all right, and when you come over here, this is going to be a little different environment. I don't know how to explain it. And
it was an Obi-Wan Kenobi type experience where Lou is sitting down and all his wiseness and he's explaining that KGGO is not like any other radio station I'll ever work for, right? And the K stands for community, and we all give because we want to, not because we have to. And I'm sitting there going, yeah, okay, this sounds cool, whatever. What? So then I get over
at
there.
Hooters. Why are you talking to me?
Exactly. Yeah.
No, he said what? And then
So I get over there, and you watch Lou and at that time, and Heather and Brian, and they've got their personal charities that they're involved with, and you just through osmosis you just absorb and you watch and you go, wow. But then you start. I got involved with Operation First Response,
which you have to be very proud of. And again, he jumped in with both feet. You came over, you jumped in with both feet, and there are so many things that you have done over there that people may know because you talk about it extensively on the air, which is awesome, so people know about it, like Operation First Response. Tell everybody what that's all about.
I say that, I get a little weird even talking about that. PJ came in yesterday, and I'll circle back to that in a second, but it's an awesome national organization that helps military wounded heroes in transition from the military back to civilian life, and oftentimes they encounter problems with money and stuff like that until the benefits are squared away. And operationfirstresponse.org. And these guys are awesome. They put the capatites on, and they're helping people with mortgages, car payments, putting food on the table, and they've been there since the beginning. And it was a grassroots project a long time ago, and now it's just been so fun to watch them grow and evolve. And now they've got corporate backing, and it's just.
Now they started with how many the first year? How many people did they help the first year?
Less than 100.
Less than, and the last year they helped.
Now we're in the thousands.
In the thousands.
Wow. That's awesome.
Well, that's great.
And it's continuing to grow. And anybody that has a couple of bucks, anybody that feels they can love this. And I can't talk about this now without getting all weird inside, and I don't know why, because I'm not that guy.
Well, you're passionate about
I'm not that guy, but operationfirstresponse.org. Check it out, and these guys are amazing, doing great things.
You were passionate about it, which was important. You're passionate about it, passionate about the community, passionate about your audience, which doesn't happen in radio anymore.
Thank you.
And an era is gone now. And you did it with the Rescue League. You did Clutch's Critters with the Animal Rescue League.
ARL.
And then something that you have no idea I'm going to bring up, Christmas time. What this guy did during Christmas time was absolutely amazing that a lot of people never heard of. Tell everybody what you did during Christmas. Tell everybody now, because you didn't want this to be broadcast all over the place.
No, I didn't. 7 years ago, I started what's called Clutch's Christmas Wish, where what I would do is throughout the year, I would get autographed things from buddies like Brett Michaels or Jesse James Dupree. They would sign guitars or whatever. I would auction them off throughout the year, take the money, save it. Christmas time, we'd launch this. I'd go to Walmart, I'd get gift cards, and then we would have the listeners nominate people who they thought were in need the most, and we go through that and find out people. And initially it started off with a couple $100. We helped one family, and last year I helped 7 families. And I'll take this, I'm going to the Des Moines Buccaneers, and I'll take this all of my stuff is going with me.
Right, because that's where you're going. You're going to the Des Moines Buccaneers.
Marketing and sales, but I'm taking the Clutch Christmas Wish. We're going to help the ARL. We're taking Operation First Response with. I'm going to continue to do more, and we're going to. That whole organization has no idea what's about to happen over there.
We're not stopping the passion and everything that you believe in and what you're good at. You're just moving.
Yeah,
where you're doing all this.
I'm a Minnesota guy there, you know. So I love the hockey. So going to the Bucks is going to be a smooth and natural transition because I love hockey so much. But I'm taking all this stuff with me. It's who I am. I had Brett on yesterday, Michaels, and I was talking to him about some of the stuff that just watching him, what he does, and the passion he has.
Right.
And I thought initially it was because a rock star giving back. It makes for a good conversation, a good press, but that's who that guy is. And all these guys, the Ted Nugents, the same thing. The wild right wing extremist and blah blah blah. This guy gives back till it hurts. And on a daily basis.
Let's take a little video tour of Clutch over the past dozen years or so that he was with us over at the station. Now let's take a look here. Of course, it was Clutch Radio. That was what everybody referred to it. So we can go to the surface there.
Oh,
and then of course we always had fun. Halloween time. Okay. And again, you're friends with everybody. Cindy over there. Joey the Rat. Okay, go ahead. Tell everybody who all these people are.
That's Sean T. to my right.
Okay.
That's we helped out Gina and her daughter a while ago with a bike ride, and Jesse
he'll
James
be on here in a little bit. And
listeners, best part about the job, listeners, that's one of our heroes from Operation First Response.
Yes, First Response there.
Former Marine, or always a Marine, I should say.
Okay.
Oh, the garbage man. Put the face to the name.
To the voice.
That's the garbage man on my right there, and that's Summer Jam. There's Brian and Heather in the background. That's Summer Jam and. Gosh, more listeners. Richard Art, the beard.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, he played on your show yesterday.
Yeah, that was awesome. They changed the dress code. We had to start wearing
nice
collars to work.
Look nice.
Little Clutch. They named Clutch at the Blank Park Zoo. That was pretty cool. Let's Clutch in a hamster ball with the Iowa Wild. That was cool. One of our heroes we helped out from Operation First Response. Got him a riding lawnmower.
Nice.
Chris, Rockstar Satellite, much love.
Yeah.
A bet that I lost. Had to wear a pink bunny suit for a day.
You look good in it.
Those were our winners, people we helped out last year. And Jack Emerson. Yeah.
What a great
legend.
guy.
Andre, the Blues. He showed up yesterday.
He did show up yesterday, and that was an emotional time. Stephen Piercy from Rat, awesome guy. Sebastian Bach, a couple months ago. Brian James to my left. And then Richard and Tommy and Rick Nielsen, one of my first pictures from way back in the day. There's Frank Hannon.
Yeah, he played on our show. He played signs on here when the show first started. That Clutch helped arrange.
Alice Cooper, awesome guy. First event with KGGO. There's Jesse. And there's Brett
Michaels, who called you at midnight last night.
Yeah, I'll tell that story in a second.
Okay.
That was weird.
Ted called you yesterday.
Uncle Ted.
Oh, did he? Awesome.
Yeah.
Really?
What was that?
You were doing an event.
What the heck was I doing that would look like that? There's Schultz, Neil Schultz.
Neil Schultz over there.
Yeah. Yeah.
Young C.
Neil,
So again, a great time. And Brett Michaels, just real briefly, Brett called you last night about midnight and said, hey, listen, how does it feel to be on the radio? And then offered you.
You want to come out for a couple of weeks? And they threatened to kidnap me for weeks and drop me off in North Dakota somewhere or whatever. But anyway.
No, you'll be doing well with the Des Moines Buccaneers. And, a dozen years ago, you came on board, and it was great, and you did me proud. And again, like we mentioned yesterday,
I appreciate that.
We knew you would spread your wings, and not only did he spread his wings, he flew higher than anybody ever thought he was going to.
Great words. Thank you, God, and thank you, boss.
You, man.
I appreciate that.
Good job, man.
Jack.
Yeah. We'll see him.
We're going to see you around just in new ways.
Exactly. Thank you.